If you get both legs right with the pants,
it's a little different.
It's different, but you know, I think the reason why he's so good at that double is he's so long. His arms are so long. I think it surprises people when he does get a hold of you.
And there's the pull from low.
Yeah, not too surprising. But good strategy for Galva to pick him up off the floor and open.
Low now with the pink double unders here.
Okay, switch the hands, I would have.
Yeah, I was thinking that was an interesting choice. Low with a lot of unorthodox things that kind of go. I mean, a lot of the things that he does go against conventional wisdom in jiu-jitsu, but he makes them work, and he has his own style, and then you start to see it adopted across a lot of different competitors and schools.
Yeah, he's very rangy, and does some things that you might not want to do, but if you're not him.
Yeah. A really great black belt once told me, once you know the rules, you can break the rules.
That's it. I oftentimes call them conditions because they're, rules, contrary to what the saying says, rules are not made to be broken. But so I oftentimes cause this condition here, you can change,
Yeah.
The attributes, you can change things and get things to work. That's the uniqueness of the human body.
So we see him getting back started again here in the middle from the feet.
Got one. I think an arm drag there.
Low probably going to look to pull again here as soon as he feels. There he goes. Galva able to get the knee up in the middle here.
That left underhook trying to dig the right.
That belt grip by Galva runs him out of bounds. And here they'll restart. Back in the middle. This is a position we've seen from Low a lot. He's found a lot of success here, but as we mentioned before, the times that we have seen him falter here recently, this has kind of been where guys have been able to keep him at bay. Oh, nearly able to come up and sweep Galva there, but Galva just too crafty.
That long cross collar grip with that shin across, just off balance, but. I wouldn't be surprised if Galva pulls at some point. Tries to sweep.
Yeah, he could flip the script on him here.
Yep.
7 minutes left to go. I think we're going to see Low pull here in the next probably 5 or 6 seconds if Galva doesn't make a move. I was wrong. Time's up. There it goes. There's that bump again. This time he's able to come up on the single.
Yeah, and this is where he's good. I don't know if he's fed that lapel. He's going to feed that. Yep, he's got a lapel already. And he'll go get that far leg. That's what he's reaching for with his left arm here.
Yeah. And the thing is you might be thinking to yourself, Galva can throw off of this, but even if he does, Low is going to get the advantage from that because that throw would be the defense to the sweep.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter. Wouldn't score for Galva there. But even that lapel single is hard to counter with a throw. You just can't really get your body up because the lapel keeps your body down. So
yeah, it kind of compresses your torso.
It's hard to get the same counters with that.
Now we are into what I've lovingly named the master minutes now, Sean. We're slipping
I dig
underneath
it,
6
master
minutes.
Theme of the weekend here. Right now, I think momentum lies with Lowe.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
Sort of chopping away at those points, like coming so close to getting something on the board. But that can change in an instant.
Absolutely. Oh, with the guard pull once again. Nearly had success with that ankle pick earlier in the match. We'll see if he goes back to it. Galva trying to crowd him a little bit. Yeah, here it comes again.
Yeah, this is how he's done it. But that arm, he gets his foot inside the arm. And then he's been...
Yeah, and Galva was waiting for it this time. He was crowding him,
Yeah.
and wasn't going to let him come up the same way. About 5 minutes left go. Half this match is gone, and it's anyone's ball game at this point, tied 0-0.
Galva trying to stay extremely cautious and underneath the legs of Lowe. Leandro got those legs back to the inside now.
He's going to go back to that ankle pick here in a second. He's going to want to make a grip here on the collar if he does that. Galva doing a good job of sitting his weight back so the Lowe can't shoot up underneath him a la old school Leandro Lowe.
Yep.
There we go, Lowe trying to elevate, working on something different here.
Yeah, trying to go over on the leg.
Galva doesn't want to stay there too long because you stay there when someone's got you elevated like that.
Yeah, now this is, Lowe's good here. He gets that far sleeve.
Interesting thing about Leandro Lowe, I've heard him say before, he doesn't actually like to pick that leg up and put it on his shoulder. He actually prefers it right there, kind of low on the bicep. So he has exactly what he wants here from this single leg X position.
Yeah, if he gets much lower on that far leg.
And there he comes up.
So good there.
And Galva, that's a sweep on just about anybody else.
Yeah, I agree. This is something here from Galva when they're in the out of bounds. Could take a little risk.
Lowe goes back to his guard. And the referee's going to reset him back here in the middle.
Just 3:35 left.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that defining moment in the match. We haven't hit it yet, but
Nope.
I think it's coming. I think there's going to be something that's going to separate these guys. Here we have Lowe trying to stand up here. Galva working for double unders.
Yeah. Lowe, again, is just inching his way forward to scoring right now. Momentum is his right now.
And this is what it's so hard to pin him down. I mean, it's
Look how long he is. Just his arms are so long. He's able to post that left elbow now, but keep Andre very far away. Repummel the legs.
And this is a position that is familiar to anyone that watched their Pan final before. They were in similar position for much of the match, and Lowe just so difficult to pass from this position.
Really, the only thing that's really been Lowe's kryptonite has been Bernardo over underpass. That's about it.
Oh, and Galva trying to elevate him here, lift him up. Possibly trying to force him to turtle.
This is kind of where we were when we talked about that.
Yep.
Hand opens. Final years ago.
Galva's going to try to lift him again. Oh, I thought he was going to try to lift him again, but the pants are sliding down of Lowe, and I don't think he was able to keep the grip that he wanted. Logan tried to ankle pick again here. Up on the feet. I think far be it for me to try to coach Andre Galva here, but I would consider potentially pulling if I was him.
I would absolutely. Lowe is not unsweepable.
Yep. And
so I would if I was him. I would get to the bottom. Andre can sweep. I mean, he can sweep because he got singles. He's got it, you know.
Yeah, even if he doesn't sweep, if he can come up hard on something
Yeah.
and run him out of bounds, he can score some advantages
Yeah.
that way.
I would absolutely pull if I was him. He's got great bottom stuff. And now, of course, Lowe is a master class passer.
Yeah.
But
You could put yourself in,
Sure.
yourself in immediate risk, but with 1:30 left to go, and this is really anyone's ball game. If you were to ask me to pick a winner at this point, I don't know that I have any good criteria I could give you as to why I'd pick one guy over the other.
yeah, I think I would have to lean towards Lowe just because of all the near, well, here we go. But it's not going to do anything. Galvan was on top, so. But I think you have to lean a little bit more towards Lowe with all of the.
Yeah, multiple times coming up.
Yeah, close stuff.
I think that's how the referees would see it as well. I agree with you. And I don't know if Andre Galva's team is feeling getting that same impression or not, but I don't detect that sense of urgency that he needs to do something different. And with 1:15 left, I think that he's going to have to change things up a little bit because Lowe seems to have a formula that I think he probably believes he can stick to at this point.
I think he should take a shot or sit, one of the two.
So you see Galva being a little bit more, Lowe's going to pull. He's going to pull right away here as soon as he gets a chance.
Yep.
$50 seconds left. I don't speak enough Portuguese to know exactly what's being said from the coaches.
Right now, it's just saying, let's go, let's go. That's a deep single.
It is. But he got it from the feet, so if Galva can counter throw, he can score here as well.
Yeah, and they don't want Lowe's arm getting that far leg. That's why Galvan's keeping it away here. You do not want him to grab that far leg.
And you see the crowd reacting to
Oh,
that.
that's a big advantage, though.
Yep.
They just gave Lowe an advantage for that.
Yeah, so Galva essentially needs to
Has
score
to do
here.
something. Yep.
Yeah, an advantage is probably just going to tie it, and a tie at this point is probably going to go to Lowe. So Galva really just needs to score some points.
Yeah.
So here's what I mean, 20 seconds. It might be a little too late here to get the sweep. And this is Lowe's so good from this position. This knee ride.
Single is what I think.
Playing some Deli Hiva guard here, and that's the match.
Yep.
And Leandro Lowe is going to sneak past Andre Galva, and we are going to see a rematch in the finals, Sean.
And that's going to be awesome. They had Lowe and Bruchesha had such a crazy fight in the Worlds, and Lowe was centimeters away from winning.
Yeah. That match is a barn burner because both of those guys, we talk about guys that ride off of the crowd. Leandro Lowe and Marcus Bruchesha Almeida ride off the crowd. And there's certainly a big one here today.
Yep.
And it's close quarters because they're kind of down here on the mats. The bleachers are just barely separated away from the mats. So it's going to get crazy later today.
Very exciting final coming up.
So we actually have a break now, Sean. So the finals won't occur until later on this evening. So if you want to tune back in if you guys want to tune back in and watch the finals, it will be on at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you can see some of the action from this last match here. Leandro Lowe snatching up this single, really, really valuable single.
Yeah, this is what won it. He got, as they moved out of bounds, that's just what scored him that advantage.
Here's Galva at the end trying his best, but it was just too little too late here.
And that was kind of the story of that right there for Galvan's side. Just too little too late. We both agreed maybe we thought he should have sat to the guard a little earlier, tried to get something going on.